Hi friends, it's officially conference day, so I have a full travel day ahead of me. Right now, I've just finished up packing. I only finished packing maybe a few hours ago from when I filmed my last video, but it's officially like the morning time. It's time to start heading to the airport so I can catch my flight. I'm excited to show you guys how the conference goes and bring you guys along with me, but until then, let's get to Arizona. So I'm super happy to finally have landed. The flight was super quick. I slept the whole time. I just got here. I don't really know what to do yet. I still have like a couple hours to kill before like the first event happens. There's gonna be kind of like this intro, like welcome poster presenter session happening at 7. But I think for now, I'm just gonna chill. You know, what do you do when you're in a hotel by yourself? You jump on the bed. We're in Arizona, in Arizona. Fun fact, on the way here, I got to the airport way later than I anticipated because I forgot my stuffed animal at home. And where I go, he goes too. I'm a mother. I'm a mother of the cutest plushie in the world, and I need him. He's my emotional support. So did I get to the train station, realize I didn't have him, and then turn back around to go home? Yes, but he's here anyways. So what to do now? I don't know. Should I do like a quick little room tour? Get my mom pose on. So when you walk in the door, this is the first thing you see. There's a full-length mirror, and you turn here, and here's the bathroom, which I haven't seen. Whoa. The lighting in here is great. Anyways, here's a bathroom, shower, pretty standard. And you walk this way, and here's the whole room. There's the bed that I just jumped on. It looks a mess now, but there are 2 queen beds. I'm supposed to get a roommate. I haven't met her yet because I just got here. TV, as well as a desk, coffee machine, which I will hopefully be boiling water in so I can make some tea. I feel like it's really hard to see because of the glare of the sun, but here is the city view that we have. So not really much going on just yet. I'm excited to meet my roommate because I automatically will have a friend that I can navigate this whole conference with. Whenever she gets here, hopefully we can like get dinner together. If she's giving a poster, we can go and like do the poster session thing together. But I think that might be everything that I'll film today. And then I'll show everything else once the conference actually gets started tomorrow. So see you in the morning. Good morning. It is day 1 of the conference. So last night my roommate came in. She is an angel. She is so sweet. I'm super lucky to have such a cool roommate. We went out for dinner and we bonded, and I'm so happy because I'm like, I have a friend. So we're gonna do pretty much everything at the conference together. This morning there was kind of like a welcome session. There was kind of like a welcome plenary, like opening keynote talk that I missed because I'm not a morning person. I'm just now getting ready. It is currently 10:12 and the morning session was at 8:45. Your girl was never gonna make that. Yeah. The first thing on my agenda is to make the poster presentation session that's happening, and it starts at 10:30. I'm going to quickly try and do my makeup so that way like I can get there at a reasonable time and try to say hi to some people. Last night at like the poster session kind of coaching thing that they had, I met a couple people, and it seems that a lot of people here are like undergrads, which is interesting. I think this conference is kind of like mainly geared for undergrads and like trying to find like mentors in their STEM careers, especially because like as a minority that can be very hard to do just because STEM is not very diverse. Quite a bit of the sessions that they have are like workshops on like perfecting like your personal statement, or like how to get into grad school, or like finding a mentor within your home institution. There are quite a few things that I think can be grad related. For example, there's a session that I'm really excited about, and it's the art of like storytelling, how you can use
storytelling to effectively communicate your science, whether that be whenever you're drafting a paper or a grant. So I'm really looking forward to that. There's also another one, and it's about building community in astronomy, which Lord knows we need more of. And that one's actually being hosted by my supervisor at UW. Anyways, I'm gonna finish doing my makeup really quickly, and then we're gonna get over to the convention center. Luckily, it's a close walk. It's right across the street from my hotel, so it won't take me very long to walk there. I'm finished getting ready. It's currently 10:45, so your girl's a little bit late, but I like to be fashionably late to a lot of things, okay? And the good thing is I'm not presenting today, so it's totally fine. I'm just using this opportunity really to like network and meet other scientists. It seems like there are a lot of undergrads here, so possibly like I could help give advice, or if anyone's looking for any kind of like graduate level advice. I had a really nice girl come up to me yesterday, and first of all, she said I was pretty. Thanks. And she was just asking like, hey, like, you know, I'm interested in grad school and like other career opportunities. Do you have any advice for me? And this girl was like, oh yeah, by the way, like I graduated high school in June. And she's like, I'm wondering, should I get involved in research like right now, like early on? And I'm like, whoa. The fact that you're even thinking about starting research this early and you just graduated high school is mind-blowing to me, because I only ever started thinking about research my like final semester of undergrad. So yeah, pretty much I'm gonna do what I can. Let me get out of my hotel so that way I can have time to talk to people. So before I head out, here's a quick fit check. I wore pink yesterday and I'm wearing pink again today. It seems like that is my color of this conference, but white pants, pink top. I've already stained these white pants, so maybe this is going to show that these aren't a great choice for color, but you know what? We're all about doing things differently. Anyways, instead of listening to me rant about my outfit, let's get to the conference hall. Okay, y'all, so I'm at this conference and there are so many like biologists here, not a lot of astro people. So out of the hundreds of people that are giving like poster presentations, I finally found some astronomers. I'm like, finally, my people, this is my jam. So I got to talk a lot of astro terminology with them, and it was a total blast. I just got done talking to this one guy from Arizona State, and we were in this huge like nerd fest about galaxies and the cosmic baryon cycle, and I don't know, we bonded. I felt it spiritually. The other people that were around were like, what the hell is going on? We don't understand. Because like I said, it's a lot of like biology people here. But it has been nice like listening to all sorts of science. I learned about like genetically modified RNA and how you can alter like some of your phenotypes, so like your eye color. And so people are doing that with fish as their sample. Okay, so the poster session is over. It's now lunchtime. I got like a little bag and they have vegan options, thank you God. The conference hall is like super busy, so I found this really nice courtyard by this church, and the sun is just like, has perfect lighting here. I'm also trying to low-key get a tan and enjoy the sun before I go back to Seattle, where it's cold and dark and rainy. But for my lunch, I have a little fruit cup, some chips, and also like a little wrap. The conference so far, I think, is going very well. I got to talk to people from other like science disciplines. I also met another girl named Oge. How crazy is that? So we were like bonding because we have the same names and we're both Nigerian. And she's really lovely. One thing that I will say is the fashion girlies did not come to play at this conference. Like everyone looks so gorgeous. I've never been to a conference where everyone has just like exquisite fashion taste. I low-key feel like I'm like competing. Like, do I look well dressed enough to be here with these people? I don't know. It's so beautiful because I think this conference is really meant to encourage people to embrace the cultures and like the backgrounds that they come from. There are like indigenous people wearing their whole like regalia with the beautiful jewelry. You have Pacific Islanders like wearing their jewelry as well, and like leis and flowers, and Latin Americans with flowers in their hair. Like, oh, it's so beautiful. And had I known, I probably would have brought some like Nigerian clothes to wear. The other oge is wearing Nigerian clothes. I don't know how I missed the memo. If I come to SACNAS again, I will definitely do better next time. I was also completely unaware of just like how big this conference is gonna be. Like when I was going to get my food, we were going like up the escalators from like the downstairs hall where all the posters are up to the first floor. And there are like 2 escalators, or maybe like 3 escalators that take you up all the way to the first floor. The line to get up the escalators, and even the escalators themselves, were jam-packed. And so we got to get food, and they were like, oh, food is sold out here. You have to go up to the 2nd floor. And even the escalators to go up to the 2nd floor, completely jam-packed. Like, I don't really know. I'm not good at like estimating like crowd numbers, but if I had to guess, I would say that there are maybe like over 1,000 people here, maybe 2,000. Like the convention center is ginormous. Only if you're here, you get like a true sense of how big it is. Another crazy thing that I saw this car and I thought it was just parked by itself. Nobody was in it. Like someone's waiting to come back to their car. This car drives away on its own. Like it's a self-driving car apparently. I don't know if it's like an Uber and like picks people up, but that was so shocking. Like, someone's car is driving away without them. It like sped away. Like the speed at which it drove off, I was so scared. I was like, there's no one in that car and it's driving kind of fast. I hope it doesn't crash. Phoenix itself, I will say, is a very interesting city. I'm in the downtown area, and Phoenix is the capital, at least from my understanding of Arizona. I'm in the downtown area and it's so empty. Like the only people that I see walking around are people from the conference. Like when I first got here, I was amazed. I'm like, it looks like a ghost town here. Like, does anybody live here at all? And even like right now, there's like nobody anywhere. Anyway, I have like an hour to eat my food, and then my next session is for like how to network. And then after that, I think there's like some kind of like reception for like African American, Indigenous, and Latinx. I'm gonna try to go to that, meet a couple more people, but I'll see you at the next session. Okay, so I finished the networking event and it was great. I met some wonderful people, made some new friends who I'm now navigating the conference with. We are right outside like the gift shop that they have at the conference, and it is so stunning. Like I just walked around and there are so many beautiful pieces from like Indigenous groups, and all of the materials are like well sourced. They're very like ethically and sustainably made, which is wonderful. It's also of great quality. Like the pieces are made of like pure silver, copper, like real like amethyst, like gemstone. It's so pretty. And I was like, ugh, because they're so well made, like they're pretty pricey, but it's always good to support a small business, especially Indigenous business. I got this arm cuff. It's so freaking pretty. I've been wanting an arm cuff for the longest, so I figured, okay, this is probably the best time to get one, and it's gonna be a really good quality. I'm very happy with the purchase. I feel like it kind of matches my outfit pretty well. Right now, I don't really have anything planned. There's nothing on the agenda. I might walk around like the career exhibit until the like mixer event happens at like 7 o'clock. So here's like the main hall with all of the booths. We're trying to find the NASA booth because I want to see if they have any pins. Found the booth. But do they have pins? Yeah, I was gonna ask if you guys had JWST pins.
There might be around here. We're mostly this top program.
Oh, okay, so it's separated by program. Cool,
Yeah,
cool.
so there's a lot of different things around here.
Yeah, sweet. I'll take the tops pin though.
Oh yeah.
Well, no JWST pins there, but he said to look around the booth, so we're going to the next spot. Okay, so I had no luck getting the JWST pin, but I got another pin that's I think is like pretty cool anyways. It's like this tops pin in replacement. The guy that was at the NASA booth though, I know him, and he was like, come back tomorrow, like I'll have a pin for you and a special patch. So, and he said the patch is very hard to come by even at NASA HQ. And the good thing is I'm giving a poster tomorrow at 10:30. So I'll be here bright and early before anybody can take the JWST pins. Pretty much just walking around the hall and seeing what's here. There are a bunch of different universities that are kind of promoting themselves for like potential grad students. I'm here with a friend and I think he's trying to like scout out potential grad schools. So I'm gonna be his wing woman, like hype him up a little bit in front of everybody. You can scan the room here a bit so you can see the grand scope of just how big this conference really is. So many people here. And this is not even everybody because everyone is at different like sessions elsewhere. This is Darian. We're trying to hype him up for grad programs. We were looking at the Dartmouth booth and they weren't there. So we took the swag and then left.
We did.
Maybe
Maybe some of this. I don't know. Suppository, reusable straw. I don't know.
Yeah, reusable straws, so they're saving the planet and turtles one straw at a time. So back in my hotel room, I'm pretty much like exhausted. I'm very socialized out. Then again, when I came here, I was also very much socialized out. But today I'm like, whew, okay. Day one of the conference is over. I don't know if I'm gonna go to the event tonight. It is Halloween. Like there were some people dressed up. Like I saw Beetlejuice, I saw Mike Wazowski and Sully. I saw Willy Wonka, the Cheshire Cat. Like a lot of people were dressed up. Very surprised. And I was walking down the street and this one guy was like, oh, for Halloween, you're a model, right? And I'm like, please don't. Please don't hype me up, okay? Please. My ego, it can't get any bigger. I know some people are going out for like Halloween festivities, but I don't think I have it in me. One of my like Halloween rituals for like the past 2 years now has been to watch The Batman, the Robert Pattinson one, because it takes place on Halloween. So I think I might like order some food and watch The Batman and try to make like a little elevator pitch for my poster presentation tomorrow. I think that's it for day one. I'll see you guys tomorrow bright and early. Gotta get up early so I can make it to my poster presentation on time. And also for a NASA pin. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning. It's day 2 of the conference. It's currently 9:35 and I have a poster presentation at 10:30. So I'm trying to be on time today. And I am on time so far. I think I'm gonna get to the convention center maybe within like the next 10 minutes or so. So last night I did end up going to the like reception that they had and it was fun. Like I got to meet some cool people. However, it was hosted by a pharmaceutical company and I think they were trying to recruit scientists for like future hire. And so like this woman was like talking to me about like all the things that they do and like some of like the cures that they're looking for and like vaccine whatevers. And so she was like, yeah, so like would you like to be a part of it? We could definitely see you fitting in. And I was like, I'm a physicist. And she was like, oh, well, enjoy the food. That's what I mean. Like there's so many life science majors here. It's kind of hard for me to find things that are like relevant to me. There's a NASA booth that was here and also like the Harvard CFA, Center for Astrophysics, is also here. But other than that, there's not really much for me. This conference like really focuses on mentorship and finding connections, and it's been really nice to kind of be a guide for some of these undergrads who are very new to research and like academia and trying to find opportunities. Even if we're not aligned in the same areas of like research interests, I found myself giving advice even when like hunting for grad schools, which are a great fit. Like I had 2 little buddies with me and I was like hyping them up like at all the grad booths. I'm like, do you know that this person is the best in what they do? We want to know if your program is good enough for them, not if they're good enough for you, because they're known at the national level. I was like the best like wing woman. Nobody could stop me. They were like, oh, okay, like yeah, we have something for them. Like we offer this and this and this. We'd be a great fit. And I was like, yeah, that's what I thought. These are my people. These are my buddies. Only the best is good enough for them. So it's been great to like be a kind of like a mentor for other students. It's been so fulfilling. I think seeing like people of color bonding with one another and as well as like giving each other like advice. Like I know somebody at this university that you're looking into, like you should reach out to them. That part has been great. I have lip gloss on. I'm just gonna go put my shoes on and then it's time to actually head out. Quick fit check, boots, and red dress today. All right, y'all, on my way to the convention center. I have my poster. Your girl is early. I'm like 45 minutes early. I'm gonna go set up and try to practice. I always come up with everything on the spot. I just do everything off the dome. But for once in my life, I'm like, let me try
to be responsible. Since there aren't a lot of astro people here, I realize I'm gonna have to do a lot of key term breakdowns. Because like at some of the astro posters that I was at, people were like, oh, what makes a galaxy a galaxy? What's a redshift? I'm like, thank goodness. This I think should be pretty easy for me, but let's go see. Okay, so I got here so early that the convention room isn't even open yet. So I'm in a corner by myself, reading some notes on how I want to kind of give an elevator pitch. And I realized that when I created this is definitely catered towards people who are actually in astronomy. So I'm gonna have to dumb a lot of this down. Oh, wait, people are moving. Is it open? Poster is set up. Heck yeah. Wish me luck. So posters are done. My poster presentation, I think, was very successful. The girls across from me were also astronomy majors, and they knew my supervisor. How crazy is that? And they were so cute. They're the cutest little undergrad. I got to listen to their research. A lot of what they're doing seems very senior to me. So like, props to you guys. You guys are incredible if you're watching this. A lot of people came up to me, asked great questions about my poster, people that are not in astro, some people that were in astro. So it was great. I don't know why I was nervous going into the poster presentation. I don't get nervous about anything, especially when it comes to presenting. But I think mainly because it's my first like observing project. So I was like, oh, are people gonna ask me details about the instruments that we use, which I'm not too familiar with. Some of the lingo and like observing jargon, I don't really know all that well. But I got a couple questions, but they weren't bad at all. It went really well. I met this geophysicist who was like telling me about how he creates models using the Navier-Stokes equation to try to model like glaciers. Craziest thing ever. And like solid fluid mechanics and things like that. Very interesting. I had a professor from UPenn, and at first like I didn't know if he was an astrophysicist or not. So I was like, oh, like, you know, how much do you know about astronomy? And he was like, a little bit. And so I was kind of giving him the rundown as if he didn't really know anything. And then at the end of it, he was like, hi, nice to meet you. I'm an astrophysics professor doing high energy at UPenn. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, I feel bad. I gave him the dumbed down version, but he was like, no, like, I kind of needed it because I'm not familiar with this area of astrophysics. So I think that was pretty humbling. And he said I did a pretty good job. There was a judge that came by and he said I did really well too. So I'm not really sure if I'm eligible for a poster prize or whatever, but I don't think I did that great of a job to warrant any kind of a prize, but who knows, we'll see. The awards are on Saturday. Also, I think this outfit is it, y'all. I have gotten so many compliments about my hair, makeup, outfit, boots. I think this might be the best outfit I've ever worn, and I've never received this many compliments in my entire life. Like, I feel like a freaking supermodel here. I don't know what to say. I'm not really the best at receiving compliments, so I've been very like sheepish, but everyone here is so kind. I don't feel like I look like I deserve all of those compliments. They're very kind. If they were to see me on a day-to-day, I don't think any of these people would recognize me. I try my best for these conferences and these conferences alone. Right now I'm in the dining hall eating lunch. It's a train wreck out here, y'all. They ran out of food everywhere. So there are so many people that don't have prepared food that the conference was supposed to supply. So they've just been handing out meal vouchers for like restaurants in the little cafeteria area that I'm at. So there's the longest line for pizza because the pizza place is the only place that's open. But luckily for me, because I'm vegan and they had plenty of vegan meals to go around, I get to eat my food in peace and I don't have to wait in a line. I think I'm pretty much free for the rest of the day. I don't have anything that I really want to go to besides the powwow at like 6 o'clock. And I have dinner with my mentor at like 7:30. I think that's it. There's like a group chat with everybody in the conference and everyone's been posting about like their nighttime whereabouts and activities. A lot of people have been going to clubbing. Those who know me, I'm a club girl, okay? And the fact that I've been missing people going clubbing for the last 2 days, I'm like, I need to make sure I stay awake today. I have energy today because I want to go clubbing or salsa dancing or whatever the hell everyone else is doing. Like, I want to be out at night. So I'm hoping that maybe even after I get dinner tonight, I can find somebody to go dancing with. So I'm back in my hotel. It is after lunch. Lunch ended up taking so long that I missed the session that I wanted to attend about mentoring, which is kind of unfortunate, but like, I don't know how they ran out of food. Like, did they not count how many people were gonna be here and just make like X amount of meals for X amount of, anyway, regardless. Everyone was still fed in the end. We got meal vouchers to go get pizza. I'm a bit tired now, so I came back just to kind of rest, lay down for a little bit and recharge my social battery kind of before I end up going out again for a powwow and dinner and maybe like some kind of late night activity like dancing. But now I think I kind of want to go explore a little bit of Phoenix. I haven't really seen much of what's around besides like the convention center and like what's close to my hotels. I kind of want to walk around maybe like 20 minutes away from this area and just see what's going on. I don't know. I really want to see like a cactus, like not just like any kind of cactus, like these cactuses that like stand like this. That's kind of a silly goal, but like I want to see one. I don't know if they would be around the city center, but I would like to see this cactus and like take a picture with it. I'm on a mission. So let's get up, get refreshed, and go find a cactus. So just randomly walking around, I came across a Japanese like garden, and it is so cute. I'd been to one other Japanese garden in New York and it was way bigger than this one. However, I don't know, I think this one was just a bit more well kept and all in all prettier. There were more fish in the water. The koi fish were so beautiful. And I saw this one girl who like, she was also traveling alone, and she was like, oh, can you take pictures of me? And we both took pictures of each other. It was like sisterhood bonding. I was like hyping her up, giving her some like tips and like posing advice, even though I am not at all well knowledgeable in the modeling world, but it was so much fun. And I think I'm gonna try to meet up with her later at an art fest that's happening like just down the block. So I'd have something to do later tonight, y'all. I'm excited. Also, I'm a little disappointed. I didn't find a cactus, at least one of these cactuses. I found like other cacti, but I didn't find one of these guys. So the mission failed, but I think finding the garden made up for it instead. But right now, I'm quickly about to jump in an Uber and head to the powwow, which I'm uber excited for because I haven't been to a powwow in a while and I need a spiritual cleanse. Like, please, the native ancestors, help me de-stress and let me go back to UW with a clear mind and clear thoughts before jumping back into research and more travel. Done with the powwow. It was so good. I'm leaving a little bit early though because I have dinner reservations, and I'm sad that I'm missing like the men's powwow section. The women's was so good. They had like songs for medicine meant for like healing, and I feel like spiritually cleansed. I feel so much better. I wanted to cry during the whole thing, which probably shows my mental state, but it's okay. It was really good. I'm going to go get dinner with my supervisor, and then after that I heard that there's like an art walk where there are like street vendors, food trucks, some bars nearby. So those are my late night activities. So see you then. Good morning. It's the last day of the conference. Last night was hectic, but it was a lot of fun. I ended up going to this like
art walk, and there are a lot of like street vendors like selling food as well as jewelry, art, home decor, and it was really nice. It was really cool. Today's the last day of the conference. Your girl is tired. Right now, I'm just doing my lip look, and then I'll be heading out to the conference. There is one workshop that I want to go to called The Art of Storytelling. Essentially, it's just how you can use storytelling techniques to your advantage. Your girl's not really good at writing, so she could use a little bit of help in that department. At the end of the day, there's like salsa dancing that's happening as like the last event. And also like an award ceremony for poster presentations and like talks. I can't imagine that I would win an award for poster. Salsa dancing will be fun. I'm looking forward to that. Last fit check of the conference. We're going with comfy today. Let's head out for the last day of the conference. End of the session, and now I'm eating lunch outside. The storytelling session was so good. I think the biggest takeaway really is like knowing your audience and knowing who you're talking to. And so another thing that you can really do to enhance your presentation is with using like art and imagery. Art is a good way to reach people who may not be familiar with everything that you do, and it's also a way to like grab the attention of people who might not like care. And we put our storytelling to the test. So we were supposed to pick a random subject amongst our like table and then like come up with a story to communicate that only with art and like pictures. There can't be any like sentences or words. And we chose cats. And we talked about how like cats are across like all subjects of science. So I got to talk about how like cats always land on their feet, you know? If they bring their arms in, they increase their angular velocity. They're able to like turn their bodies with this x-axis of rotation. You can kind of make it relevant how cats land whenever they fall with physics. And some people were talking about like, oh, like cats, they can be diabetic. So we had some like geneticists, and they were talking about like genetic mutations in cats. We were able to pull it all together, and it was lots of fun. So I'm done eating. There's one last panel that I'm going to be attending, and that is hosted by my supervisor. She's giving a panel on building community in astronomy. And then after that, there's going to be an award session and a dance party. Let's see what happens. So, I won an award. What the fuck? I was not expecting to win anything. Like, when I tell you guys that I came here and was like, whatever happens, happens. This is the first time I'm presenting this project ever. It's my first observing project. I'm a little bit behind on the lingo and like the jargon, the terminology. A lot of this stuff is new to me. So I'm just gonna go and try my best. Even if I butcher it, like just keep going. And how the fuck, out of the like 1,500 people that presented, I won an award. Like, what? Wow, so cool. When I saw my name, I was like, no way, that's me. Like, it must be for the other Oge that I met. And it said physics and astrophysics, and I was like, to go and celebrate this achievement, as well as just completing the conference in general, I'm gonna go out for the pachanga that's happening tonight. It's like salsa dancing and bachata, and I hope it's gonna be a blast, because like I said, your girl loves to dance, and I'm gonna go dance.
partying. The dance was so much fun. There was a live band. They played lots of like Latin American music. They played a couple like American songs too, like Sweet Home Alabama, which I was not expecting. I learned how to salsa dance a little bit, and it just was like a great community effort. There was a conga line, loved it all. I thoroughly enjoyed this conference, like in every single aspect. It was so nice to just see all of the representation across all STEM fields, or to see all these scientists being very successful around all of the disciplines that they work so hard in. It was also nice to meet so many like early career scientists, like even in like their undergrads, getting involved and presenting their research so early at like the national level. Some of them working on projects that are like so senior for like an undergrad. Like I was so impressed. I felt very fulfilled to like give advice, like career advice, graduate advice, help support like any undergrads that like I came across. I don't know, I felt very much like a maternal figure. And it was also curing my inner undergraduate self when I felt very lost and confused. I just feel very fulfilled and very grateful to be given like this platform, and also be given the opportunity to be a grad student invited to a conference like this. To all of the people that I met, like if any of you guys are watching this, you're freaking amazing. To the two girls that were so lovely and so supportive of me, like when I was giving my poster presentation, you guys were so cute and so sweet. Like I met like a princess like from Hawaii, the most gorgeous name I've ever heard. Her name means princess to like the celestial spiral heavens. Like she's a literal goddess, like an angel sent from above. Like I loved being with her. My Nigerian girlies that I met, y'all are freaking amazing. The other Oge, like if you're watching this, you're phenomenal. I also met like a 20-year-old undergraduate student who's graduating this year. Like the people that I met are just phenomenal. I can't even put into words. I'm so honored to like share a space with these people. They have like totally inspired me to continue on in my own program. My heart is like swelling. Like I'm just like absolutely beaming. I totally needed this conference. Even though at the beginning I was feeling a little bit hesitant coming here because I'm feeling slight burnout and exhaustion from research and work, but I'm happy I made the decision to come. It was worth it in the end. Phoenix, you were a blast. Thank you so much for the sunshine. Even though I didn't find one of these cactuses, I only found a painting of one, unfortunately, but I was still very fulfilled in the end. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. Please stay tuned for my upcoming videos all about my research. I will see you in the next one. Feel free to give it a like and a subscribe if you want to see more content from me. If you were at the conference and you somehow came across my channel, please leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you guys. Again, thank you so much.